all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Digits on the beat.
All right, folks, back on the Bossman Show, talking about weekly segment with my man, JC Smith. Catch us always at bossmanshow.com. New website, new links, new distributors, got it going on at bossmanshow.com. JC, what's good, bruh?
The boss, what's going on, man?
Man, not much, man. Looking forward to MLK Day weekend here, man. But, bro, this is what I don't like, bro, about MLK Day weekend. Seeing MLK on flyers, bro, like for real, or with rings on his fingers. Like, we have blackified MLK, put him on club flyers, man. I can't dig that part of MLK Day weekend. The sales are good, but the flyers and doing them up like that, man, I can't get with that, bro.
Hey, man, you gotta love our people, man. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. You got that right. Now, bro, we know LeBron James is a front runner, bro. How do you feel about him being a Cowboy fan, allegedly? Then going to be a Browns fan, the Browns style, when now he's pulling a Snoop Dogg in, he in the Rams locker room now, carrying a man purse. Hey, what is your thoughts as a Cowboy fan and how LeBron just put a Snoop Dogg and went front running on you now?
You know, I always questioned LeBron's fandom anyway when it came to the Cowboys. I never thought that was true blue. You know what I'm saying? Like I always do. Of course, you know, any team that is winning, he gonna pretty much, you know, ride their tip. So I wasn't surprised at all to hear about him in the Rams locker room. You know what I'm saying? He's in LA. He's an LA guy now, so it only seemed fitting for him to be able to go over there. He's gonna play both sides anyway. The Cowboys won. He's gonna be in the Cowboys locker room. They lost. The Rams won, and vice versa, man. So I wasn't tripping. I wasn't surprised at all about it.
Yeah, I know that brought that upset you, but bro, before we get to the new games, how was after party at Mudge? I'm not going to let my clicks after that game because I know it had to put a dash on a lot of your customers because I know a lot of people in Memphis are either Cowboys or still Pittsburgh fans.
Yeah, I mean, it sucked, but we had a good time anyway. The Cowboy fans that were there. One thing we always gonna do. No matter the outcome of the actual game, we gonna always win the party. Like we are undefeated. We are 16-0 when it comes to out partying the other fan clubs, man. That's what we. I guess when you have the Super Bowl in over 24 years, you gotta win something, man. So we gonna always win the party, man. So we had a good time Saturday night.
Yeah, I do remember the first Cowboy party I went to, 2012, when the Cowboys played the Falcons. It was bad.
Yeah.
But that party was
ridiculous
out there in the marshalling yard
at
the Georgia Dome.
I'm telling you, like Cowboy fans party like no other.
So, yes, I can definitely recall those days. Now, we got tomorrow, bro, NFC Championship game. It's kicking off Rams and Saints. The Rams ran the ball very well with Anderson, who looks very big, he like a small Mike Tolbert out there.
Yeah.
Todd Gurley ran the ball on the Cowboy defense, who was known to stop the run. They stopped Seattle the week prior. Like they brought up Chris Carson and Mike Davis, J.D. McKissick, and those boys in Seattle. But the Rams ran right over them. Both got over 100 yards rushing. And the Saints barely beating the Eagles on a Alshon Jeffrey drop as they were trying for a 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter there, because the Saints may could have won the game with Drew Brees being who he is, but the Eagles went up in that game if Jeffrey made that catch and they kept their drive going. They managed it just right, because you don't want to really give Brees the ball with time on the clock. But so this match is going to be real interesting. They played earlier this year. The Rams was about to keep the lead. They got gas in the running game and the passing game, but the Rams made it close. McVay made some questionable calls, going fake field goals, missing field goals, and going for it, not making it. So it was definitely a good game, bro. So look at this matchup with the Rams and the Saints. How do you see this shaking out in the Superdome on Sunday?
Man, you know what? I mean, so far, these playoffs, other than the wild card round, these playoffs are pretty much gone chalk. You know what I'm saying? As far as, the 1 seed, 2 seed, matching up in these championship games, it's pretty much gone as expected there. And that lets you know that home field means something. Home field advantage means something. So, even the Saints, came out kind of rusty. I think, the whole rest versus rust debate. I think that you saw rest help the Rams and rust, hurt the Saints early on in that first half and part of that third quarter. But the Saints, they've got that game over now between the Eagles, and they came out rusty. They were able to kind of, they were the better team. They kind of willed themselves to a victory. And I still think if Alshon Jeffrey catch they've had and the Eagles score or whatever on that drive, the Saints would probably still came down the field, kicked the field goal to win that game, man. But like I said, the two best teams in the NFC now squaring off this Sunday, and I expect home field to play a big part in this one also. I think the Saints are going to win it. It's going to be a close game early on, but I think the Saints they'll find a way to kind of make this like maybe a 10-point game, 10, 14-point game to finish it off, man, with some big plays from Michael Thomas and company there. The Rams will hang in there. Gurley will be effective. Those weapons they have, they'll all be effective. But the Saints are the better team. And, they beat them in the regular season. I think they'll find a way to do it again in the conference championship game on Sunday.
Yes, indeed. As JC's pick, he had the Saints going to come into Atlanta to see us in a couple of weeks' time after this week's games. And also, we got the AFC Championship game. It's going to be very cold out there in Kansas City, bro. It's going to be very cold. The Patriots coming to town for the Chiefs. The Patriots dominated the Chargers. I thought they were going to handle the Patriots, but the Chargers played zone the entire time. I get you want to play zone against Tom Brady, but you have to blitz him too, put pressure on him. You just can't sit back and play zone the whole time and cover through his zone. He gonna eat alive. Gus Bradley did not make any adjustments in that regards. Patriots ran all over them boys and blew them out early. It was over early. The Chiefs took a game coach team in the snow there, wore them out. Vinatieri missed the field goal, missed an extra point. Could have been a little bit different if depending on how the coach played late in that game. So, bro, with it being so cold, I don't see it being a shootout like it would be if it's a little bit warmer. So, I want the Chiefs to win, but I feel like the Chiefs not equipped to play that cold weather, brawling kind of football that you need to win in 15-degree weather on Sunday night in Kansas City. And I feel like this is where having home field is going to kind of be a disadvantage right now because the Patriots are more equipped for brittle cold than the Chiefs are, who love that air it out with Tyreek Hill and those boys. And with a faulty track, it could slow them down a little bit there at Arrowhead.
8 straight AFC Championship game appearances. When you're talking about the New England Patriots, like, this is that time of the year, man, where, you think, during the regular season, we were talking about the Patriots are dead, Tom Brady is through. But it's something about the postseason and the Patriots, they just always find a way. They don't have as much talent as they had in years past on paper, but they always find a way. Like, they're running game now. With Sonny Michel and James White catching passes out of the backfield, that's a deadly combination, what they got going on right now up there in Foxborough. So I think them going into Kansas City this weekend, like you said, the weather, looking at like 10 degrees, game time temperature, like, that's perfect. It's right up their alley because Tom Brady, is one of the greatest cold weather quarterbacks of all time, when you look at the numbers and everything. So I think the experience versus the youth of Patrick Mahomes, first time in this situation. He'll be back in the situation plenty of times, with that Chiefs team in the future. But I think the weather, like I said, is going to play a factor, man. It's going to kind of neutralize what Mahomes can do out there as far as throwing that ball vertically out there, man. I think it's going to be a ground and pound game, and it's going to be the wily veterans, the Patriots, once again, finding a way, man, finding a way out of no way and making another Super Bowl appearance.
So we got from JC, Saints, Patriots will be here in Atlanta. I hope it's the other way around, be Chiefs and Rams personally. I don't want Saints in my building or the Patriots in my building after having to look at the Super Bowl the way I did. So I'm good on that. Now, let's turn to basketball, bro. The Mavs looking to trade Dan Smith Jr. already because he does not fit with Luka Doncic. Him and Rick Carlisle are butting heads already. And what are your thoughts on how, in just a year or two, Dennis Smith Jr. has already, due to Luka Doncic, has already played himself out of Dallas with Luka's development and out of Rick Carlisle and Mark Cuban's plans going forward?
It's crazy when you think about it. Dennis Smith Jr. being the darling just last year, getting a lot of Rookie of the Year hype and buzz there as a candidate last year, and just that quickly, the tables have turned, man, with Luka coming in. I mean, I think everybody knew he was going to be a okay player. I don't think nobody saw him having this type of success so early in his career. And it's a situation where, the Mavericks they stand to really benefit, by trade Dennis Smith. If I'm the front office in the Mavericks, I'm definitely, trying to find the best offer for him because, it only makes sense at this point to go forward with Luka because he can do more than, what Dennis Smith Jr. can. So Dennis Smith Jr. has to realize, man, you got to be professional, man. You got to be professional, as part of the business. There's a guy that, quite frankly, is a better player than you are. Of course, Dennis Smith Jr. is more athletic and, fast and all that, but just the effect that Luka has on the game right now, it's kind of phasing out what Dennis Smith Jr. can do for them. So if I'm Dennis Smith Jr., I'm like, hey, okay, if you guys want to move me, just, move me to the best possible situation where, where he could be successful. And I think that's the best thing for both parties going forward because Luka is definitely the future of the Mavericks. And Dennis Smith Jr., it's just par for the course, man. You got to take your lumps. He will be a good player, but I don't see him being on that Mavericks roster, much further than past this season.
Yeah, it's sad to see how teams can turn so fast in sports. And it's that fast. You're the darling, and you're the devil. Just that fast because of bringing in a more talented guy than yourself, and you don't want to accept the role. And I get it. We all got egos. We all got the beliefs about our abilities, and we don't want to. I can step back. We don't have to per se. So I get the young man's thoughts and his plight, but sometimes you got to kind of bite the bullet here. But his agent's trying to get him out of Dallas. We hear Orlando's an option. The Utah Jazz is an option. Charlotte, our team's interested in doing it. Mavs want a first-round pick for him, or because he's on that cheap contract, so you gotta be like a first-round pick or some supplemental parts, to make them work out salary cap wise. So let's see what Dennis Smith Jr. going on, and bro, James Harden going off like crazy without Chris Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, he's scoring the ball like a machine with Paul out, Gordon out, Capella out. The West is very stacked right now with just James Harden and the band going. Can him alone keep them guys afloat to make them want 8 season in the playoffs? Or you think they may need CP3 to get healthy, Tucker and those boys and Gordon, just so they can maybe get an 8th seed to play Golden State and get swept or beat first round in like 4 or 5 games there? How you feeling about the Rockets' chances of just being Harden and a bunch of nobodies?
Man, here's my thing, bro. Like, of course, James Harden's putting up ridiculous numbers. You know what I'm saying? He broke Kobe's streak, 30-point score plus, over 17, 18 games in a row there and counting, broke Kobe's streak and everything. But my thing is, what he's doing is hollow. It's hollow to me because when Kobe was putting up those numbers, the Lakers, were a team contending for a title. When Jordan put up those numbers, the Bulls were a team that's contending for a title. Do you honestly feel like the Rockets at this point are contending for a title, or are they contending to make the playoffs?
No.
Just
make the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thing, man. He's got to wear down at some point. He's human. James Harden is phenomenal. He's MVP to me at this point. He is. But will it be the same old when it comes to playoffs? And somehow, some way, the Rockets are just not able to get over the hump. They had their best opportunity they may ever have last year when they had the chance, and quite frankly, should have knocked off Golden State if CP3 doesn't get hurt, with the hamstring and everything in the playoffs last year. But to me, even with a healthy CP3, a healthy Gordon, a healthy Capella, they still have no chance of beating Golden State. I think Harden's going to be flat dead tired from having to carry the load, carry this burden, all these points he's putting up, towards come playoff time. I think that he's going to disappear come playoff time, and it's going to be because he's worn out.
Yeah, he's gassed out, and D'Antoni's teams were down because D'Antoni didn't actually play 8 men, so they wear down. He only plays 8 guys pretty much,
exactly.
Sometimes 7. D'Antoni wears his own guys out by not going deeper in his bench.
D'Antoni is like the offensive version of what's my guy who just got fired from Minnesota? The coach.
Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah, he's like the offensive version of Tom Thibodeau to the point where he has a short rotation, but because he plays with guys so hard and for so long, they're going to wear out, man. That's what's going to happen to the Rockets come playoff time. Matter of fact, let's say the Rockets get like a 7 seed or 6 seed and avoid Golden State. I'm not so sure the Rockets get to see Golden State. I think they probably get knocked off before that.
Yeah, because you got to play the Denver, OKC in 2 or 3.
Exactly. And right now, I think, of course, Denver and OKC have a better team on paper. So I'm not so sure if the Rockets get to that point. Maybe they find a way to kind of tank towards the end to where they can stay in the 8 seed. But if you're a 7 seed or 6 seed and you got to go against Denver, go against Oklahoma City if you're the Rockets, I'm not sure if I like my chances in this series.
Yeah, it might not look good for the Rockets going forward. They're going to need to make a move or two to give them some help. And even that ain't going to help. So it's kind of like they're screwed either way they go, they're screwed.
Exactly, bro.
No doubt. Well, folks, this is JC and me and the boss man. Before we go, JC, tell the people what you got going on tonight at Clicks as you prepare for championship weekend. You know what I'm saying? AFC games at Clicks. I get the fans ready for a great Sunday coming up here tomorrow.
Hey, man, MLK weekend is going down. I have a dream, boss. I have a dream that all my people in the city of Memphis will be coming to Clicks tonight. It's going down free admission till 5, free admission till 10, because you're going to probably be there till about 5 in the morning. We're going to be there till about 5 in the morning.
Yes.
It's okay weekend, man. So y'all come on out, free admission till 10 p.m. We're going to be rocking all night long. Great drink specials, great food. Like I said, free till 10, $5 admission after 10 o'clock. It's going down, man. We're going to have contracts. We got Trust Us Records contracts on deck, ready for you to sign, man, because we're looking for artists on this MLK weekend, man. We're going to take somebody to the top. Trust Us Records, baby. You can't trust me. You can't trust none of us.
And you better believe in that, folks. That's JC on the Bossman Show. Catch us every week at BossmanShow.com, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeart, everywhere you listen to your on-demand free radio or podcast. Check out the Bossman Show. And thank you to our FM affiliates as well who carry the show each Saturday and Sundays on the Bossman Radio Network. Folks, JC and the Bossman, we are out.
Digits on the beat.
Hip hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip hop. Album is available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.